Hello and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen and today I am going to be making solid dish soap bars. And they're not just for dishes. They make a wonderful stain removing bar. I think they're a great all-purpose cleaner. And I will be sharing the full recipe in the description box below of the recipe that I like to use. I've seen a lot of people will use 100% coconut oil with a 0% superfat, and that is a very cleansing bar. It's a little hard on my hands though, and I don't always remember to put rubber gloves on when I'm doing the dishes. So I've switched this up a little bit. It's got a very little percentage of olive oil in there. It's got stearic acid to make it super hard so it'll hold up with, staying wet a little bit longer. And I add just a titch of castor oil in there to really sustain those bubbles, because I like, when I'm cleaning, I like bubbles. So I will again share the recipe down below. I like to use essential oils in this because, if it's going on your dishes and you're eating, I don't know, I just like essential oils in my dish bar. Normally I do a lemon and eucalyptus essential oil. Well, I don't have lemon, so today I do have eucalyptus essential oil and sweet orange essential oil. So I'm going to do a eucalyptus orange. And orange is a great cleaning product. Have you ever used, like if you get sticky gummy when you peel off a sticker and you put orange essential oil or goo gone, that's the orange. It's a degreaser. It takes off like sticky goo. I don't know if I'm the only one who's done it. When you peel the sticker off something and it leaves residue, orange essential oil will take that right off if you don't know that already. But anyway, that's the essential oil blend. Eucalyptus and orange is what I'm doing today. My goodness, I go off on a tangent, don't I? Trying to stay on topic. So I like to pour my little dish soaps. I like them in discs or puck size. I just think they're handy by the sink. You can pop them in a little cup. That's just how I like to roll with them. So I have this little disc size mold. It's very nice, and these are about 3.5 ounce discs, and then I also have flower molds. So I will be using a combination of just the plain disc and the flowers for my molds. And I also carry these little bamboo dish scrubbers that I love. So if you have your disc in a bowl and you can just bubble up and scrub your dishes, and these don't scratch if you have ceramic coated pans or Teflon or whatever, these don't scratch. So anyway, I like these and they work great along with the dish soap, and I'll give you a lather test on the other end. So I'm going to get everything pulled together and get ready to roll, and let's come back and make some solid dish bar soaps. All right, I've got all the prep work done. I'm ready to move forward with my solid dish soaps. This is the fragrance oil combination. It's 2 ounces of not fragrance oil. This is essential oils. I have 1 ounce of eucalyptus oil and 1 ounce of sweet orange essential oil. So that's what's going on in there, and I will add that after I get emulsification. So let me just tell you what I have in my magic bucket. It's all written down below, but I have 28 ounces of coconut oil. I have 1 ounce of stearic acid, 1 ounce of castor oil, and 4 ounces of olive oil. That's what's going on in here. I am doing a 0% super fat on this because these are for cleansing, and that 4 ounces of olive oil will just add a little bit of, it'll just take away the edge. It's a little easier on the hands, is what I'm trying to say. This is still a very cleansing bar, so it makes a wonderful grease cutting dish soap. So over here in my little lye bucket, I have 9 ounces of distilled water, which I did dissolve 1 teaspoon of cane sugar in here. Now you're probably thinking, sugar, dishwater, what? Well, after saponification, the sugar is not what it used to be. It's not going to be sticky or anything, and it does support the bubbles. And again, I like a bubbly dish soap. So, and I reduced it. So 1 teaspoon of cane sugar dissolved in the water, and then this has 5.9 ounces of sodium hydroxide, lye. And again, with this volume of oils, that's a 0% superfat. I did put a teaspoon of sodium lactate in here also to make these very hard to unmold, just helping with the hardness. Dish soaps, for me, when I have one by my sink, it tends to stay wet a little longer, and I really want these bars nice and hard. So that's what's going on in here. And in here, I'm going to add these together. No colors, no bells and whistles, no goat milk. These are very simple, but just a really nice, basic, sturdy cleansing bar. Again, I've used it as like a stain stick. If you want to make a batch of this and grate it up and make laundry detergent, it would be wonderful for that. So, all right, let me just get this stirred. Because of the high coconut oil and stearic acid, this is not a slow-moving recipe. So I'm working at room temperature here, and I'm just going to hand stir to emulsion and get my essential oils in there, and then I'll give it a quick buzz with the blender and we'll get to pouring. Not a lot going on, but a lot of goodness. All right, we've got emulsion. Let me just stir the essential oils in. That smells good together. I mean, I love lemon and eucalyptus, but this orange eucalyptus smells really, really nice. So let me just get my stick blender in here and give it a quick buzz before I pour. And it's starting to go. See, that is a quick moving recipe. So I'm actually not going to blend it anymore. Get it nice and smooth here, and let's get to pouring. It's the next day, and I've got the solid dish soaps here. You saw how it got thick very quickly. A lot of hard oils, the stearic acid, all of that contributes to the speed of trace. So these ones are a little rustic on the back, but that's okay. I'm going to unmold these, let them sit for several days, and then I'll come back and give you a lather test and a pH test, and I'll show you what a 0% superfat looks like on a bar versus a regular soap bar, because I find that interesting. So they're still they're skin safe, they're just not going to be moisturizing, they're very cleansing. So not a lot going on, just a beautiful, simple dish soap. Let's get some flowers out. I think these are really cute, and these weigh about the same. Different look, but equally good. Some different flowers here. They're so cute, and they smell great today. Those essential oils are very nice, not overpowering, but really nice and clean smelling. It smells clean to me. It's been a week since I made my solid dish soap bars, and I wanted to come back and show you a pH test on these, so that even with a 0% super fat, we're going to look at the pH of this to show you that it's not lye heavy. Lye heavy is going to be up here in the purple zone. Not enough lye, it's going to be down here. You want to be in the green zone. Between 7 and 10 is ideal. I think 8 or 9 is perfect. So here's my little pH strip. I got these on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. They're very inexpensive. What you do is get your soap and you get it wet. And I'm just going to work up a little area here. Okay. Got wet hands. There we go. Going to grab this and stick it on there. And you can see that it is indeed green. So let me open up my little book here and show you. So the pH is right 9. I would call it a 9, which is wonderful. So this is skin safe. It's not harsh. It's not going to strip your skin. It just isn't super fatted with moisture. So that's the pH on these little dish soaps. Let me show you the lather in my hands. Big bubbly lather. So again, these are for cleaning. So what I do when I have a stain stick is I'll just wet a corner of it and I can rub it on the cloth on wherever. But anyway, there's the bubbles. They're nice. It's a big fluffy lather. But let me show you here. This is the brush that I keep at my sink. I sell little short-handled chubby brushes on my website. But if I was doing dishes, I would just run it around here and get a nice lather going. And you can see, well, I hope you can see, and it smells really good. So it just gets a nice bubbly lather, and then you can clean your dishes. I'll pretend like this is a dirty dish, but it bubbles up really nice to do your dishes. And it rinses like nice and squeaky clean. So I keep one of these by my sink. I keep it in a draining soap dish. You could keep this in a little cup if you wanted to have like a little, you know, scrubber cup, but it makes just a wonderful, just big fluffy lather. It's not harsh on your skin, and there you go.